Hi everybody. 2:30 a.m. I'm a little tired, but that's okay. We are outside. We were hearing noises earlier, so that's what brought me out here. And Sammy, I got Sammy with me. I don't know if you can see him. About half an hour ago, I went and put the treats at the gifting bowl, and I'm hearing noises over there. So we'll just let them do what they need to do. I'm going to try to film with my camera behind the thermal camera. I can actually show you what's happening as it's happening. I'm going to try to do this. I'm not sure how this will go, but I don't know if anything's going to come onto the thermal while we're doing this today. Usually 10 out of 10, there's something. There's something there, right? And I had mentioned it in my previous video about the paranormal side of this, right? Looking on Amazon and online for a digital recorder, and maybe we'll just do a few nights of that. I'll set the EMF and the recorder a little ways from me and just ask questions, right? See if we can get any response. I'm not sure or if they would communicate in that way. Right? It'll be a first, and we'll just see what we get, and right, it's worth a try. And I want to do just a little shout out to IDJTOAL. I'm not sure what that stands for. I do not have their name, their real name, but reminded me to maybe point the thermal on the ground, right? I didn't even think of that. But then one of the reasons why I didn't consider it, they're not leaving tracks, right? They're not leaving any tracks. I know they're there. I can hear them a lot of times, and the gifts go. They disappear about 3 a.m., 2:45, 3 a.m. in the morning, sometimes about 3:15. They go. They're there. They take the treats that I leave in the bowl, and it's warm now. The last 2 nights, they've come. And no tracks. No tracks. I've had people and suggest an owl or something, but owls or raptors, they don't really eat berries or crackers or carrots, right? They're hunting mice. Sammy left. I'm not sure where he went, but they're raptors, right? They're meat eaters. They're not going to sit at a gifting bowl and eat crackers and carrots and stuff like that, right? So there's no deer tracks. I've had people say, well, maybe it's a deer. There are no deer tracks at the gifting bowl. There are no tracks other than mine and Sammy. And I'm pretty sure he won't eat dried cherries. Right? It's them. It's them. They're there, they come, they take them, and they go. And they can do this without leaving a track. Again, some of the stuff is, you got to take my word for it, right? You got to have faith in me that I'm not just pulling your leg. And I know that's difficult for a lot of people. It's hard to just trust those things, right? Some of this stuff is hard to document unless, like now, I have tried to put trail cams, and he's all nervous here. You don't have to stay. So what we will do, I will go get the thermal, and we'll go do a little walk to the gifting bowl, and I'll try to. Yeah, he's going to my mother's across the property. Anyway, yeah, it's some of the stuff is difficult to document because I've put 2 trail cameras out there near the gifting bowl, and they didn't even come. They didn't come to get their treats at all. They had just avoided the area completely. I think at this point, we need to really look at that whole thing, right? Like the intelligence of the species. I think they're far beyond what we give them credit for, and I think their intelligence is in a place that we can't even go to. I'm not sure how to explain that, but it's like a different level of intelligence. We're bound to this 3-dimensional existence, right? There are some people who can and they expand their conscience, their minds, their emotions. The empaths, right? We as empaths, we're able to go places and sense things and see things that most people cannot, or maybe they choose not to. I'm not sure. I think everybody's got the ability, but they just avoid going there, right? They don't want to know, or it could be fear. There are a number of things. There's a number of things there that would prevent people from opening up. They'd rather be in the bubble, right? In that safe place, and just spend most of their time in denial. They get very stubborn. The stubbornness kicks in to stay in that bubble, right? I don't want to know. That's you hear them. I don't want to know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to know. And they get angry if you push the issue, right? They just, I would say that's the majority of people. They just want to stay in that safe place, that they don't want to admit or go to a place where you have to question your existence, right? And Sasquatch is one of those things. Once you see them and you've had an experience, it literally shakes the ground you stand on, right? Your ground isn't so, your existence isn't so sheltered. It forces you to look beyond that. And I think that's where you see a lot of these people have these really emotional, they become very emotional and not even sure how to deal with it, because it does. It rocks your world, right? Everything you thought you knew might not be what you thought it was, right? It forces you to question. And for those that have never had an experience or an encounter, it's difficult. It's one of those things I guess you have to experience to understand, because for those that have never had the experience or an encounter, for those of us that have had them, you can't go back. You can't go back and pretend things are the way they were, right? That little bubble. You can't go back into the bubble. You can't. The bubble is shattered once things like that happen. Okay, let's go for a little walk with the thermal. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what it gives me every time I take a still. I accidentally push the button here. Okay, we are halfway. Oh my goodness, wait, there's something. Taking that one. There's something there, you guys. Okay, we are halfway to the gifting bowl. We need to look at the temperature here. What are we at? -11? Whoa. Okay, I'm taking that picture. Right now we are... I just heard something ahead of me. We are... Okay, you look in the dark. There's the moon. Come down now. And I have my camera facing directly. We are about 50 feet from the gifting bowl. I don't know. There's something. I'm hearing something there, so that's 10 feet from the bowl. Okay. Okay, we're looking straight south. I don't know if you guys can see the temperature drop here. I'm looking at the straight south of the gifting bowl. Taking that still. That's my house. And I don't know if you can see. What? on the trail. Okay. Let's take that still. Okay. Now we're going to look at the ground here. I've got my camera down on towards the ground. Not sure what it's doing here, but let's walk over to the chalkboard. I just heard a vocal. 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 And eye shine? I think I picked up eye shine. We're looking south into the field. I'm gonna put my thermal over there. See, there's something moving there. There's something. All right. Before I run out of battery power. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, we are looking at the chalkboard. What do you see? What do you see? He's looking down the gifting bowl. He's looking down there. See, there is something over there. Be careful, be careful. You guys both want to be up on my lap. Okay, we'll leave it there. Kitty and Sammy here with me. Anyway, for all the new subscribers that are here, thank you for being here. We got a long journey ahead of us, right? So I'm happy you're here. And it's just getting exciting. The last year was pretty amazing. It's all about gaining trust, right? It is all about gaining trust. And they have to trust me. And I think we will get a lot further. Like, I'm not sure how far that trust will go or how much they will share with us, but I'm happy with how much they've shared with us. how much they've let us see, hear, because they don't have to, right? They could just stay quiet and hidden, and we wouldn't even know they were there. Going out there and respecting them, respecting their space, respecting their habitat, their structure, their territory. We have to. If we go out there with arrogance and think that we just have a right, I could totally see them not wanting to have anything to do with ones that do that, or they're going to get some negative feedback. That's straight across the board with anything. If you go anywhere, or even to people's places, or a group of people, or people you meet, if you don't treat them with respect and respect their home, their space, their way of life, they don't want to know you, right? They don't want to invite you back. But anyway, I will leave it there, and we will see you guys in the trees. Weather's been good. Weather's staying pretty warm, so we should be able to get to some of these locations and set up those gifting bowls. And I'm excited about getting back there. Anyway, take care. Bye for now.